window of opportunity. She studied psychology, and then she went to law school and was lying naked in a cemetery at some point, not only because she wanted to meet a man. It didn't prepare her for her neighbor, though. One morning she was woken by the plaintive sound of someone calling for help. She went to the window. Looking down and lying on the ground, there was a naked man. He couldn't move because he'd fallen from the third floor, having crashed through a plate glass window like a force had pulled him out of his room. If life was hard before, it's going to be a little harder with a broken back. It's like he landed on her senses, and it traumatized her. Having a psychotic episode is not uncommon in this town, and I have felt the pool of emptiness while standing on the edge of a cliff, and know someone who stumbled through a wall of glass by accident, becoming torn up as a religious martyr. And it bordered on the self-destructive when I was on drugs and listening to suicidal tendencies, or fighting with a woman and somebody throws a wine glass. Maybe it's cathartic when you're breaking something, and I knew a woman who would cut herself because it helped her to relax. Life is difficult when you are conscious, and what happens if you know too much and find it is disturbing? So you're killing brain cells as you're toning down the knowledge in your mind, and some will beat their heads against the wall or drive out to the bridge and jump into a 100-mile-an-hour blackout. It is shutting off the voices in their head. A few days later, he was talking to her with a back brace and titanium in his body holding him together. As a veteran of Desert Storm, he struggled with his post-traumatic stress, and more than once he thought a bomb was falling on him, forcing him to jump out the window. There are thousands who have brought the war back home, and many end up on the street.